Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. And we're back with round 2 of a versus event, a team versus team. The Black Flag E-Racers have challenged the boys. Oh dear, what have I done? Challenged the VRC guys to a bit of a team event. So here we are for round 2. We had round 1, but I think round 1, I'm not sure. I'll find out for sure, but it might have been null and voided because there was something amiss with the settings. Oh, it's looking a bit jangly, this room, isn't it? Hey, oh, GT7's been doing all right lately, but I don't know. There's a lot of bad weather everywhere. I've had bad weather. They've had bad weather. We've all had bad weather. But yeah, so we're going to have a 60-minute race, I believe, around the Red Bull Ring. Now, it's I think people may have thought I've been saying Red Dull Ring of late, but no, it's definitely Bull. I've always said Bull. It's not Red Dull Ring, it's Red Bull Ring. I don't know where people have conceived this idea. That's what I've been calling it. I wouldn't dream of it. I don't think there's any really information. You don't want to know all the settings. The Black Flag guys, they're great, and they caned it. They absolutely spanked the VRC at Nürburgring last round. That Greek fella, that Kevin, he's very fast, and Stormfly chasing after him was also very fast. We had Racer Brown finishing in 3rd, I believe, and it doesn't look like he's here today. He's not here representing. And that looks like a new name, Groot. Nice. Be cool, be fast, be first. It's a good motto. So yeah, they're in the Porsche 911, and the VRC boys are in the AMG Merc. And it's, like I said, it's a 60-minute race around here. I don't know, I don't really think there's much to the rules, to tell you the truth. Go at 'em is the rules. Go have fun. We've got lots of messages, hang on. That's the team versus team chat. I won't find much in there. So our race, here we go, our race info, I'll tell you everything. Group 3 endurance event, race type, race for real. Oh, that's all that stuff. Red Bull Ring, 60 minutes. It's going to be a preset weather, which is SO1, if any of you are even interested in that sort of stuff. Time of day is the evening. There's nothing really, I mean... tyre wear times 3, fuel consumption is times 3, but it doesn't look like there's any sort of like in the sprint races they're going to go for 2 mandatory, or maybe it's this one, they're going to be 2 mandatory tyres to be used in this race, I think. I don't know. Let's just enjoy it for what it is. It's just a very fun race for 60 minutes around Red Bull Ring. And so they've been practicing. We're qualifying at 8, I believe. Oh, the Virtual Racers Club saying hello to me. Hello. It's a pleasure to be here. But I think it's dual comms. So if you get bored of me, I'm pretty sure the Black Flag guys are also. It's Urban Pirate. That's why they've got pirates all over their car. They've got skull and crossbones on their cars, because they be pirates. So yeah, Urban Pirate, great on the comms. So he's streaming on their channel, and we're streaming on our channel. It's a dual stream. I can see him through the window. I'm waving to him now. He's waving back, but his fist's not quite closed. He's showing me his knuckles, I think, but he's waving at the same time. Hi, mate. So yeah, there's Urban Pirate streaming for the Black Flag E-Racing. I think the YouTube channel is something like Black Flag Racing TV, maybe. So yeah, if you're not up for me, you can always find someone else. VRC saying, can never get bored of your silky tones, mate. Oh, very kind of you, very kind of you. Very kind of you. Look at this, it's a jumpy room. It is bouncy. We're going to get a lot of porpoising tonight. So prepare yourself. You might feel a little seasick. So who we got then? Let's have a look who's on the playing field, shall we? Who's in the arena? So Kevin, we saw him last week at Nürburgring, and he absolutely spanked it. He spanked it, but he didn't absolutely spank it, because Stormfly, his teammate, he kept with him all the way and made a race of it. Oh, it's 15-minute quali, so I don't know what that means. Have we started it? Is he going to reset the room? Yeah, it's 15 minutes qualifying at 8 o'clock. Mama Sykes is in the chat saying, evening guys, hi Thingy. And the VRC again saying, he's very good, enjoyed the round 1 stream. Oh, that's Urban Pirate on the other side. And Bandit saying, we love you, Thingy. Hey, I'm not fishing for comps. I'm just bigging up my man through the booth there in the other room. He's good. It's all. PM10 is one of the Urban. Oh, look, the host has ended the game. Has he closed the room altogether? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. What do we do? We could see... I don't know. In Showcase, if there's anything interesting to look at. Is there? I'm not sure. I don't think I've got out now to show you. It's just replays, isn't it? There's no pictures. I don't do pictures. Oh yeah, no. There is pictures, but you don't want to see them. They're boring. We'll go back and have a look at the lobby and see if we've got a lobby up and running. It did look jangly, didn't it? It probably could have done with, I don't know, stable lobbies, maybe, Polybaloney. That would be very nice. Very nice indeed. There we go. We're back up. We're back up. Look, he's got a solid green lines there. Should be good. Should be good, this one. I think they found a server that's more solid. Woo! Bouncing in my seat. Bandit saying, your thoughts about the race. Predictions? Oh, I tell you. That Greek fella. Kevin, is it? I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm commentating on VRC at the moment. I'm commentating on AXR, and then we've got these guys, these pirates coming over. It's I'm getting crossed over. I'm crossing the streams, guys. I'm forgetting who's in what race, because there's a couple of Greeks in AXR and they're fast. I find there's a lot of fast Greeks out there. I'm surprised that we haven't got a Greek person in F1, because they seem to be very fast. Mama Homesick in the chat saying, hey Thingy, how are you this evening? I'm okay. I'm making a hash of this, you may be noticing, but other than that, I'm all right. I've got a coffee in front of me. I'm looking forward to smashing that in a minute when it's drinkable. Jan, who is Jokus, is in the chat. He says, evening, gents. And he says, good luck, VRC. You make your own luck, Jokus? No, I'm joking, yes. We'll take it. We'll take it. Good luck to all. Trying to be ultra unbiased. I'm trying not to say, oh, yeah, it's just VRC. And I'm trying to be totally, this is me practicing total unbiasedness. And there's PM10 Racing YouTube. I've just seen pop up in the game chat. So we might be streaming there. We're streaming multiple. Get all of your devices in the room. And it says half tank for full start, I think. I don't know what that means, though. I don't know if this is qualifying either. I don't think it is. They would wait until everyone's in and then say, qualify now. There's 12 guys here. So we've got Homesick Alien for the VRC. He did okay at Nürburgring. He had a bit of a slow start, but got into his stride, and he absolutely drove his tyres right down to the rims. And at the moment, he's practicing on a set of medium tyres. He's come in. Maybe this is qualifying. I should go to the team chat, so I'll probably get enlightened. It's probably all in Discord. Here we go. So it's no, it's just lots of questions of what is going on. Read then. So Homesick Alien, he's in the VRC Mercedes. We've got BFeR Phil. No, BFeR Phil. I'm not going to call him that again. I don't even know if he appreciated that, or even if he's aware. So we've got Phil out there. in the Porsche. He's on a set of racing mediums, but I'm not sure if we're into quali at the moment or if we're just having a bit of free practice until everyone is present. I think we had 14, didn't we? So Koikap is out there in the VRC, representing the VRC, should I say? He's just gone past. No, he hasn't. Joker's in a totally different part of the track. He's doing the old Red Bull shuffle. Then we've got Avalon. Avalon looked very strong last week as well. So Avalon is one to watch in that Porsche. Bazza's just coming out of the pits for the VRC boys. Stormfly, very fast as well. He'll be looking to get a win, I imagine, after last week being very close. PM10. He had adventures, I think. He came through good in the end, but yeah, he had some skirmishes, should we say. Had a few skirmishes on the way to his finishing position. Bandit saying Porsche has a minimum loss of power and weight with BOP against the Merc. Ooh, so they're running that Porsche virtually optimal. And Matt Psycho saying, evening all. Why, hello. Good luck tonight, mate. Wipe the floor. So PM10. Wipe the floor of these pirates. PM10 then, he's a tidy little racer as well. I'll tell you what, Noxie, for the VRC, I couldn't pick it. I'm going to say Kevin and Stormfly, was it? They're my hot favourites. Matt Psycho can always throw in a very good performance, as can Homesick Alien. But I don't know if they've got it to bring it to these guys in the Porsche. Matt Psycho. Strategy's going to be good, isn't it? Strategy's got to be. They're going to have to be clever around here. It's a short track. You don't want to end up in a lot of traffic. So pitting, your pit stops are going to be very important, significant. But there's not really much you can do about it. You just got to go when you go and hope you don't fall into a lot of traffic. So I would imagine these guys might be thinking, I don't know, long stint at the beginning. I mean, Matt Psycho, he's there on it. Oh, he's picked up a penalty there. Must be track limits that. I can't see any other reason. So they've got to watch that around Red Bull Ring. It is easier. It's one of my issues with Red Bull Ring. It is a nice little track. I used to like it when it was the A1 ring. But you don't get punished for going wide. In fact, if anything, going wide gains you time. So I put a sandpit out there. Put a sandpit out there so they can't go wide. Do something. Put a barrier. Anything. But they've got these big runoffs with concrete. And yeah, it's safe, but they can take advantage of that. So, oh, a bit of a spin. I'm assuming we're in quali, to tell you the truth. I'm going to go with this is qualifying. So Star Groot's, we didn't see him last week, so we don't know what Star Groot's got in the bag. They've got a lovely designed livery on the Porsche. They've all got like colour coded for their own driver, which is genius. I wish our guys had thought of it, because I struggled doing the replay of who was what. But they've got numbers in the top corner, I know. But Koikap, so he's in the Merc for the VRC. Ensign Ewitts, Drifting Dan in the VRC. We've got Bazza in the VRC and Matt Psycho in the VRC. Avalon for the Black Flag guys, Black Flag Racing boys. Yellow Sausages, Phil and Homie. Homesick Alien. So he's gone in and put a set of softs on, so I'm assuming this is qualifying and he wants to start the race on mediums. It's the only one I noticed, so it looks like a lot of the field probably starting this race on the soft tyre, but Homesick opting for the medium tyre there, I believe. I don't think anyone else has pitted. It's only Homesick Alien. 15 minutes of qualifying around here, and so far Kevin is our fastest man with a 27.5. Then we've got PM10 with a 27.7, only a tenth off of his teammate. third Stormfly. So the black flag guys, they're camped out on the top three. We look down to Jokers, who's picked up a penalty, and so that's this lap gone, but he's there, only 1.5 seconds off a pole. So the Mercedes could be looking handy around here. Noxie, 1.8 seconds. He's just going to go and put another lap in, but that doesn't look like it's any faster. It is not. Star Groot, he's just starting his third flying lap. Avalon as well, we saw he was tidy last week. He's just coming down that final corner. What's he going to be able to post? It's looking like his Porsche is a little wild out that final corner. A bit of a handful, but he does go faster, and he goes 4th fastest now, locking out the top 4 places for Black Flag. And my word, they are fast. Pick a penalty up for going that wide there. It doesn't look like. Oh yes, there you go. See, just put a barrier there. Be easier. So Jokers doesn't go any faster that lap. Now what's Homesick Alien done? He's done a 29.3 on his first flying lap. He's just ahead of Noxie by a 10th, and Star Groot's just popped it in there, I believe, with a great lap there. A 29.1 from Star Groot. Just behind Avalon. That's the top 5 for Black Flag. Homesick Alien is 7th. Jokers is in 6th. He's picked up another penalty. These penalties are killing the VRC boys. They can't keep it in the within the white lines, it seems. And Noxie goes with a beautiful lap and gets top 4 with a 28.8, 7/10 off a Stormfly, but a strong showing from Noxie there. And Avalon is in 5th. He's just coming around the final corners, so we'll stay with him. See what he can post. I don't think it's any faster though. It may be. It's not. And again, Matt Psycho, the VRC boys, coming later in the game. It's already past the 10-minute mark, and the VRC boys starting to infiltrate the mid-pack. Because the top 3 are still the Black Racing boys. They're doing very good. So Homesick Alien has just crossed the line, got 5th out of it so far, with Noxie in 6th. Sorry, I've got a text from the wife. I have to read it just in case. It's about my son. I'll read that when I get another chance. So Noxie then, 6th fastest. Star Groot is 7th, with Avalon in 8th. Is he just starting a lap? Avalon in 8th. Jokers is down in 9th. He's been in, put some fresh tyres on. I think a few of these have been in and put some new tyres on. I saw a couple of people nipping in the pits. Such a short lap on. I don't even see the out lap. Look at that. So Yellow Sausages put some fresh rubber on. He put fuel in it as well. You see, you put the fresh rubber on, you don't put the fuel on. You don't want the weight. You just want the new tyres and a lighter car. So Yellow Sausages, looks like he's put fuel in his car. Ensign Hewitt, fresh tyres for him. Bazza, who's picked up a half a second penalty, and he doesn't look like he's put fresh tyres on. Phil has put on some new tyres. It looks like he's topped up, unless that fuel doesn't go down. Quick Up is in the pits. He's having some sort of mental breakdown from hosting duties. So Matt Psycho's in. He's putting some fresh tyres on straight out, and no, he's not put no fuel in. Kevin, he came in, he didn't put fuel in, he knows. So Kevin has gone out there, fresh tyres, half a tank of fuel. He's going to absolutely spank it with Stormfly. Fresh tyres, half a tank of fuel. It's a battle between these two, only half a second apart. And it's Stormfly who's going to cross the line first. Goes down that final corner, and is that wide? Doesn't pick up the penalty yet, so doesn't go faster though. Kevin on those fresh tyres, just coming up over that section. Around the final corner, gets a little wiggle on as he comes down at the straight. And he does, he goes faster, he tops his time. Not by much though, just by hundredths this time. Matt Psycho's moved up to third now with a 1:28.2. And well, he did that just before he went into the pit, so great lap from Matt Psycho on an older set of tyres. He's gone in, got some fresh tyres for the last couple of minutes of qualifying. Homesick Alien doesn't go any faster on that one. He may have cooked the tyres now. Who I'm not sure. Noxie went in, got fresh tyres. He must have just done his outlap, so this is his last run. As he timed this one right. Star Groot just goes up to the line. He's doing faster than he's gone before, and he's moved up to 5th place for Star Groot, just behind the Alien, ahead of Noxie. He split the VRC boys. Avalon in 7th. Avalon is in mid. Oh, and Jokers has picked up a huge penalty and goes faster. That is odd, isn't it? In qualifying, you can get away with it on your quali run and pay for it on the next run. So Red Bull Ring sucks, I'm sorry to say. Hates it. Koikab has come out. He's got over his mental issues, and now he's back out on track. And he's got 12th so far, ahead of the Baz, who's 13th, and Phil 14th, 1.2 seconds off of the Baz. He's on an outlap at the moment, but I think qualifying's nearly over. With Kevin again going faster, 27.3 this time. Stormfly did go faster, got closer, but Kevin has just slipped it a little bit further out of reach. PM10 Racing, he's on an outlap at the moment. Matt Psycho is on his run. He's looked like a threat. PM10's gone ahead of him. Oh, maybe because it's PM10 went into the pits or something, why Matt Psycho went up to third. Homesick Alien's just popped one in. I said his tyres were too old, and then he pops one in ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho doesn't go any faster, so Homesick Alien 4/10 off of PM10 Racing. PM10 Racing's just starting his flying lap on the mediums, so he's obviously just getting ready for the race, which is what we're doing now. So there you go, Kevin on pole with Stormfly in second, PM10 Racing third, Homesick Alien fourth, Matt Psycho fifth, Star Groot sixth, Noxie seventh, Avalon is in 8th. Yellow Sausages 9th, Joker's 10th, Ensign at 11th, Koikart 12th, Big for Phil and Kevin. Oh, and it's gone wacky. Stupid thing. So there they go. They're on the move up to the first corner. Sorry, I've got to put this on because I need to see. And there they go into the first corner. It's looking a bit of like a banger race there, but Stormfly comes out on top with Matt Psycho in second. What happened? Kevin there is in third with PM10 Racing is fourth. Joker's sixth. I don't know why it looked like a mass there, but it can look like that sometimes because of the lobby. Stormfly then is keeping Matt Psycho at bay. Matt Psycho's gone a bit wide, and he's going slow now, but he's not, he's in second. I'm misjudging this. Jokers has made his way up to third ahead of PM10 Racing, but PM10 Racing's there, but Jokers has got the inside line coming into, the third corner. Someone from miles back, Kevin from miles back, how did he do that? And he's knocked his own teammate out of the running. Yellow Sausage, was it? Who was it? Oh, Star Groot got a massive chunk of Kevin, who came flying in there very late, and wow. That was a tough one. That was a tough one, with Matt Psycho now in second, chasing down Stormfly, and Stormfly's got every chance of getting this race done now, with Kevin being all the way back in 4th place. And I don't know how the stewarding is doing. I don't know if they would steward against each other. But yeah, that was... Oh, Kev's going for a move up the inside of Jokers. Jokers is wide there. Kevin's got the move done. Kevin is through. Kevin is through. Jokers is massively out wide. There wasn't much room again. But yes, Kevin's up into 3rd place. Matt Psycho now second, chasing down Stormfly. Stormfly nearly a second ahead. We've got 60 minutes of racing here with Matt Psycho and Stormfly going at it, with Kevin now up into 3rd. Now he's got past Jokers. Jokers in 4th, and he's picked up a little penalty there, with Yellow Sausages in 5th. Yellow Sausages having an absolute cracker corking race for Yellow Sausages up into 5th place, with Homesick Alien having a look. Homesick Alien started on the mediums. Is he the only one so far? I believe so. He's on the mediums, so that's a great positioning for him. And back here we've got cars all over the place. We've got Avalon versus Koi Carp in 7th and 8th. We've got Bazza in 9th, just behind them, and he's being chased down by Ensign Hewitt. Then we have Phil just ahead of PM10. PM10 went very far down. Noxie also losing out a lot on that first lap. And Star Groot, obviously, we saw he's on the mediums. He was doing so well up there on the mediums. Oh no, he's been in the pits. He's come in the pits, obviously, and put some mediums on, and he's just going to go for a long run. Stormfly then still leads. He's knocked it out over a second and a half. It's 1.7 ahead of Matt Psycho, with Kevin in chase. He's only a second behind. Matt Psycho now on board with the Black Flag Racing pilot of Kevin in the Porsche, chasing down Matt Psycho and Stormfly in the lead of this race. They break down through the first corner, down to second gear. On the accelerator, his back end stepping out on him. As he finds the gears, he goes up through the gears, chasing down. He's lost a bit of time to Matt Psycho through that corner. It's a 60-minute race. There is no rush. Heavy on the brakes, some down to first. He does ask for first gear there. Back end still wants to step around, but Kevin, with the opposite lock, keeps it in place, and he does pull in 2/10 on Matt Psycho, and every corner counts for these two. And Stormfly looks like he's closing, coming back to Matt Psycho, possibly. We'll have a look in a minute. Oh, this coffee is grand. So we're on board with Kevin. Jokers is 4th. Yellow Sausages is 5th. So Homesick Alien in 6th on those medium tyres. Avalon 7th ahead of Koi Carp in 8th place. Stormfly is leading from Matt Psycho, who we are looking at from Kevin's cockpit. Kevin eking closer to Matt Psycho, getting another couple of tenths as they come around the bend, and he was 7/10 faster than he's gone in the race before. So Jokers holding ground there. Great stuff from Yellow Sausages. Yellow Sausages though 1:29.1 last time around. Jokers 29.3. So Yellow Sausages a little bit faster in his Porsche, trying to close down the gap to Jokers, with Homesick Alien on the mediums. I'm imagining he's happy just to stay put in 6th. So when the other guys put their medium tyres on, he'll be on the softs, and it's looking good for him. Avalon there is picked up a half a second penalty from somewhere, and that's going to give Koi Carp and Barry Twins. Oh no, Baz has picked up half a second as well. So Koi has a chance with Avalon. I don't know where they're paying the penalty. I haven't noticed. We'll stick with Avalon just to see where his car suddenly lunges to a standstill. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Someone having an off. Who's that? Oh, it's Jokers. Jokers, and he's got to stay out of the way. He knows it. He's trying to get back on track, but I think he can see the Keeps cars coming around. So he's trying to get out of the way, and he's damaged the front of that Mercedes as Noxie comes around the corner and misses him. And Jokers now racing with Star Groot. So Stormfly then leads this race. He's just got the fastest lap last time around as he comes to cross the line, and his fastest lap was a 27.8. Matt Psycho is feeling the pressure from Kevin. Kevin very much closing in, and Matt Psycho going out wide to get a good drive through that first corner, but Kevin is relentless. He's just taken the fastest lap with a 27.8. Yellow Sausages promoted up into 4th place, with Jokers dropping off the track, and Homesick Alien staying with Yellow Sausages on those medium tyres, and this could work out well for him, with Avalon being caught by Koi Carp. Well, not being caught, we saw Avalon had a half a second penalty, sorry. So that's kept Koi Carp in it, but Koi Carp very much on Avalon's case now, and he's applying the pressure nicely. And down in 8th we've got the Baz, and the Baz has got PM10, who must have pitted. Has he? I'm I'm not sure, but he's on the medium tyres. Oh, no, I think he had a bit of an issue at the beginning of the race. We saw a lot of cars looking like they were all over the place. And PM10 then, he started on the mediums as well. He's closing in on Bazza. And Barry Twins having a little lag. But I think that's just GT7 for you. Phil is up into 10th spot now, ahead of Ensign Ewart, who is in 11th, ahead of Noxie. Noxie, I believe, did he pit? I think he pitted on lap 2 and put some softs on. I'm not sure. I might be talking out. That was Star Group when he pitted and put some mediums on. He's 9 seconds behind Jokers, but this race should come back to him when everyone starts pitting, although he did. I mean, he couldn't take much fuel on lap 2, so I'm not sure. We'll see how Star Group's race goes, but he put the mediums on. I think he's going to go for a long run. And there, Stormfly out there in the lead, 2.5 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho now. Matt Psycho losing time to Stormfly, and Kevin, I don't think he can find a way by. He's obviously quicker than Matt Psycho at the moment, at this phase in the race. And Matt Psycho driving a very wide Mercedes, and that is handing it to Stormfly on a platter. Homesick Alien has got himself ahead of Yellow Bananas. I don't know what's happened there, but Homesick Alien, his medium tyres maybe just getting into the right temperature for him now, and they're starting to feel very grippy. He's done lovely consistent lap times, 29.6, 29.2, 29.5, as opposed to Yellow Sausage has dropped into the 30s last time around. Not sure if that's the tyres or a small mistake, but he's coming back at the Alien. He's got the pace, so he must have made a small mistake, and now he's coming back at the VRC driver, and he's giving it some large in the Porsche, the number 7 car versus our 77 car, because I've noticed they've got a 77 car. And Homesick Alien pulling over to the right to get very defensive. He's going to make Yellow Sausages do it the hard way. And has Yellow Sausage got the late braking technique? No, he's going to just stay behind. But that's even good then, because Homesick Alien has compromised his corner. And that should give Yellow Sausages a good run up to this next corner. Yellow Sausages lining up the Alien. And Homesick Alien on those medium tyres is just trying to drive. Look how the car's bouncing the corners. Isn't it beautiful? Polybaloney really knocked out a piece of art there. And you know, he's only been out for what, 6, 7, 8 months. Could fix it for Christmas, maybe. Lovely stuff. So Avalon there. Oh no, Avalon's picked up a huge penalty from what I do not know. And he's carrying 2 seconds. There it is. Here's the payoff board somewhere around here. He's getting the warning. Here it comes. Where's the big yellow markers? Oh, poor Avalon. He's fighting with something in that Porsche. He pulls way out of the way. That's very gentlemanly, very nice from Avalon there. Big respect. And now we've got PM10's managed to get himself by the Bazza, and he's starting to get his race underway. He's 24 seconds behind the leader. Kevin's up, he's got past Matt Psycho. He's through and past Matt Psycho, but he's 4 seconds adrift from Stormfly, and Stormfly finished very close to him at the Nürburgring last week. So Kevin, can he do it? Can he pull the time in? Can Matt Psycho stay with them to make this a 3-way battle? Homesick Alien still ahead of Yellow Sausages. Yellow Sausages trying to decide which side he wants to overtake Homesick Alien on as they come up through turn 2 down towards turn 3. You can go for a lunge in here, but you've got to be sure you're going to slow your car down, because it can be a very scary proposition up the inside when you haven't got grip. But Homesick Alien gets through, stays in 4th. Yellow Sausages, that's not the spot he wants the Alien, but you can see he's building to it. But every lap his tyres will be falling away, so he's got to be concise. He's very fast at the moment. He's half a second up nearly on his fastest time. Homesick Alien, hands full with this Yellow Sausages just behind him. I googled yellow sausages in the end. It's all right. Oh no! Oh no! I don't know what happened there, but Homesick Alien and Yellow Sausages have had to come together. There's a bit of damage on the back of the Alien's car. Yellow Sausages has taken it into the pits, and oh, what a shame. And there is Homesick Alien also coming into the pits, and they will be coming out around sort of this area, won't they, behind Ensign Ewart. Oh my lord. Stormfly 4.9 seconds ahead of Kevin, with Matt Psycho 1.7 seconds now behind Kevin. He was a second. He's lost a bit of time, but his tyres are starting to go. Well, I don't know, because GT7 is different. They can drive these things down to the nub, can't they? And they still drive. With Koi Cup up into fourth. Koi Cup, absolutely cracking drive from him. And with people falling away, Koi Cup is now found himself in fourth place, 16 seconds behind Matt Psycho, 2.7 seconds ahead of Avalon, who now could be getting in PM10's way. PM10 will be wanting to get by Avalon as quickly as possible, because he's obviously got some pace there. The Barry Twins is in 7th place on the medium tyres, keeping it tidy, keeping it going. He's in touch with the guys ahead of him, and he's got Noxie just behind. Then Phil, only 1.5 seconds behind Noxie, so everyone's got to be very careful. They're all within touching distance of each other. Jokers as well in the shout there, 1.3 seconds behind, all very nice and tidy and tight. Ensign Ewart on the medium tyres, so he's in a good position really. If you think about it, the guys in front of him have got to use the mediums, and he's already got that medium run out of the way. He's stayed with them, at least 3 or 4 of them ahead of him that'll all be putting medium tyres on. So Ensign Ewart, it's not bad, it's not all lost. Then over there we have Star Groot. He said that it was going to come back to him, and at the moment he's ahead of what was 4th and 5th. Yellow Sausages ahead of Homesick Alien. Yellow Sausages going for the medium tyre, and he hasn't redressed the position, so maybe Yellow Sausages doesn't feel at fault. I didn't see it, so I don't know. I saw Homesick Alien going into the corner and Yellow Sausages, and then I saw them together. I don't know if Homesick Alien spun in the corner and Yellow Sausages went into him. I know not what happened there, and I do not want to judge. So Stormfly then out there in the lead. I judged Kevin, I suppose, when he knocked Groot off of the road, but it did look like quite a slam. But it could have been lag, you don't know, it could have been bad code. But Kevin now, he's not really chipping away at Stormfly. Stormfly's the man with the fastest lap. He's comfortable, he's got a rhythm, and yeah, Kevin, he's got a long way before he's going to reach the back of the Dutchman. Matt Psycho dropping away from those guys. The AMG not as polite to its tyres as it looks like the Porsche is being. I mean, Kevin's barely used his softs, although that rear left on both Kevin and Stormfly could catch them out, because it does look like it's a spinner. It's a spinner when that tyre goes, for sure. The back end's just going to go without you knowing. So Kevin and Stormfly should keep an eye on that rear left tyre. It's wearing hard, probably more so. Well, Matt Psycho's is pretty worn as well. Problem is, I think with the AMG, it's so front heavy, it's hard to get the back end to step out on it. I don't know, it's just a lump apparently. But at the moment, Matt Psycho staying in touch with those leaders. Then we have Koi Cup in 4th, and we've got a bit of black flag on black flag action here as PM10 closes in on his teammate Avalon. And I have no awareness if they're on comms with each other or not. They are. I imagine he'd be telling him, I'm faster than you, get out of the way, I can attack Koi. They're racing VRC, remember, not each other, or it should be. Sure, Star Group will be reminding Kevin at the end of this one, saying, we're on the same team, bud. Oh, and PM10 picks up a half a second penalty there for barely anything. He's 1.2 seconds off of his fastest lap time, so he obviously gained a lot of advantage from that, whatever he picks a penalty up for. track limits is track limits, I suppose. But PM10, he's on the medium tyres as well, so doing very good to keep Avalon honest. Avalon looks like he's pulled in Koikap, whose tyres are starting to look like they're getting to the end of their life. Fuel's not too bad though, is it? Look, fuel, I think they could go longer on the fuel. We're 17 minutes into this race, 12 laps in. Avalon in 5th. Was ahead of Koikap, but he picked up a string of penalties. Looks like he's not doing that anymore. He sussed that one out. And his lap times have improved since he stopped getting penalties. So good stuff for Avalon. There is PM10. We saw he picked up that half a second somewhere around. Not sure where with Noxie. His tyres are starting to look like they're getting to the end of where they should be. Still getting good lap times out of him though, isn't he? He's 29s. 29s on the reg. Bazza, who was he? He was behind someone, wasn't he? No. Oh, Yellow Sausages ended up behind Homesick, but that could be because of the medium tyres. Oof, I don't know though. A 35 isn't good with Homesick Alien now on the softs. Now he'd be getting the undercut on everyone else. He's doing 28s where they're all doing 29s. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's probably way too off the lead now, a minute behind the leaders to be in with a shout of even a podium. Koikap has brought it in. He has decided those tyres are brutal. And that moves Ensign up, who's picked up a second penalty. Not a second penalty, but a 1 second penalty. Somewhere around. He's chasing down Phil, who's very close to Jokus. And then we've got a few. Bazza and Noxie all in a row. Bazza's picked up a hefty penalty as well. 1 second penalty there for Barry. It's on the medium tyres, don't forget. These guys, oh, there you see Jokus. His tyres are looking very angry. He's like coming to the end of what they are. Sorry. Phil as well, his tyres. Stormfly's in. Kevin didn't hardly use his tyres. He stayed out. Yes, it's that rear left. Look, very scary. And will Kevin get bit? Because these tyres, well, they used to go off a cliff edge. I think since the last update now, they just go slow. You don't spin on them anymore. But Kevin and Matt Psycho carries on. His tyres are not too bad. Ooh, big slide, though, into turn 1. And he's got to be careful of that. Stormfly just gets the fuel in. And Avalon coming around because now Koikap has pitted and out the way. Avalon can move up into a podium position with PM10 on those medium tyres, I remind you. In 4th, great driving from PM10. Stormfly's coming back out of the pits ahead of Noxie, but Noxie will be, well, yeah, he'll be wanting to visit the pits soon himself. With those soft tyres and Stormfly back out, he's got a good big gap in front of him of 4 seconds, but PM10 is on the racing mediums, but he's just done his fastest lap time with a 28.8. So a Stormfly, but he's gone onto the mediums and he's got a good bit of space of tyre space in front of him. No one's going to hold him up. But Noxie might want to go on the attack. He did a 29.7, so I'm saying about their tyres, but they're still doing the lap times. Noxie then just chasing the previous leader of this race. Now Kevin is in charge. Jokus running well. Well, Kevin's gone in. I think he might be worried about the undercut, or he's worried about that rear left. Matt Psycho stays out. Matt Psycho is going bold, and he's pushing caution to the wind with his tyres, and he's staying with it. And that means he'll get a shorter run at the end of the race, lighter car, and less time on those medium tyres. Although we've seen the medium tyres have been doing some good times today. No, they're not doing 27.6s, grant thee. Here we go then. Avalon and PM10 Racing also stay out. And Avalon's barely used those soft tyres. And PM Racing are right there with him. They're having themselves a right stonker of a race. Stormfly then moves up into 4th as Noxie not pitting yet. 5th, Kevin then out of the pits on the mediums in 6th. And he's behind Noxie. Now, would VRC use a bit of strategy here, whereas Noxie probably would be going in soon. But he could also, he's too far ahead of Kevin, to tell you the truth. to slow Kevin down. It's Jokus wants to go on the attack, but Jokus' tyres virtually dead, and surely he'll be coming in at the end of this lap because those tyres are looking ridiculous. So what's Matt Psycho doing as he comes around these final corners? He's got the fuel to carry on. He's still got a bit of white, but no, he's bringing it in. So he's bringing it in with that one extra lap. And does that help him? We're at 22 minutes into the race. That's a two-stop strategy in my book, with Avalon staying out there with PM10. These probably could be going for a one-stop, you know, if they can keep that fuel going. So a one-stop strategy on the soft tyres for Avalon. He's made them last, and he will take the lead over of this race. There he goes, Matt Psycho. Where's he going to come out? Stormfly easily should be ahead. He had a good amount of time. Noxie's there in fourth. There's Kevin coming up to the first corner. Matt Psycho's still not moving. So Kevin, and it looks like he's going to keep hold of that position ahead of Matt Psycho as he's been released now. And Ensign Ewart's just coming up to the first corner. Matt Psycho should be released before Ensign Ewart gets on side. Now Matt Psycho, he's gone soft tyres where Kevin is on the mediums, but Kevin's some 7 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho, and I'm sure it wasn't that big a distance when they pitted the first time. Noxie in fourth. His fuel is flashing. He's not going to make it a one-stop. Stormfly on those medium tyres, only half a tank of fuel. The lights are starting to come on as the sun goes down here, and that means a cooler track. And PM10, he's got past Avalon, but he's picked himself up a second penalty, a 1 second penalty, not a second penalty. A 1 second penalty, and that will put Avalon back in the lead of this race. And these guys are looking good for one stopping, I believe. They've got a fair whack of fuel, and they've done a great strategy, run a great strategy here. I don't know if it's a winning strategy. We'll have to see. And PM10 all over the back of Avalon as they stay out again. And can they keep it for another 6 laps? Stormfly is catching them up. Noxie brings it in. His fuel was flashing. That puts Kevin up into 4th. Matt Psycho will move up into 5th place as he gets used to his soft tyres on those on his outlap. There he goes, he's up into 5th place. Noxie hasn't even got to his box yet with Star Group. Remember him? He was right up there at the beginning and ended up in the kitty litter, made an early pit stop, and look at him go. He's up to 7th now, chasing down Ensign Ewart, who's going to have to pit for... Oh, Noxie's had a pit stop glitch, he's gone. Oh, the darned pit stop glitch. Let's hope the room can keep going. Although, yeah, we'll say pit stop glitch, but we did have Bandit said for some reason is exited at some point. So Homesick Alien then, we saw him having a coming together with Yellow Sausages earlier in the race. He went straight into the pits. He's been doing some good lap times ever since. He's closed up to Star Groot, who's doing 30-31s, and Homesick Alien closing in on Star Groot. And they're both chasing down Ensign, that will be in the pit soon himself. Stormfly has got himself ahead of Avalon as Avalon goes in. So Avalon wasn't going for a one-stop. Unless he's going to go for a longer second stint. He's still got a bit of fuel on board, hasn't he? 20% of fuel. So Stormfly chasing down PM10. He's taking it all the way here into 30 minutes, I imagine, or beyond. And why not? So PM10 Racing leads this race ahead of Stormfly. Then we have Kevin in 3rd spot, and Matt Psycho has not been able to close that gap between himself and Kevin so far. Ensign Ewart not pitting yet, but Avalon, oh yeah, we saw Avalon pit, and that puts Star Group back up into 6th place. Homesick Alien in 7th. Koi Carp, who pitted earlier, he was racing with Avalon. He looks like he's going to get the position from Avalon. He's on the medium tyre, and he's up into 8th place so far as Avalon comes out just behind Koi. And he's just ahead of Yellow Sausages, who's got the momentum to come up alongside him. And there we see the 2 Porsches alongside each other. Oh, that was delicious, that shot. There we go. Yellow Sausages, though, claims the position, and oh, Avalon looked like he banged into the back of Yellow Sausages there, and I think it's Avalon that lost the time though. Yellow Sausages seems to be not too bad, but he's only 4 seconds behind Koi Carp. Koi Carp recently pitted, and he's in the 29s on those medium tyres, so he's getting great lap times out of them, with Yellow Sausages also in the 29s as he chases him down here at Red Bull Ring. Avalon in 10th. He's gone for the mediums. He's going to go for a long stint. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it all the way to the end of the race, but possibly. He had a lot of fuel left over, so possibly Avalon has made his one stop. He's put his mediums on, and he's going to go all the way to the end, and everyone in front of him has virtually got a pit stop. Jokus, he's out there on the mediums, a little less fuel, and maybe he's going to push it all the way. The track's going to be cooler as it gets darker, so the tyres won't wear as much. And Phil, he's onto the mediums now. In 12th, he's 7 seconds. There goes Ensign Hewitt into the pits. Now puts Avalon up a position into 9th, chasing down Yellow Sausages. He's lost a lot of time to Yellow Sausages. They're on mediums, both. He's got obviously a heavier car, but it seems to be quite a big deficit. He's lost 2 Yellow Sausages to say they were right together on track. Koi Carp maintaining that 4-second gap to Yellow Sausages. Then we have, Stormfly has taken the lead, I apologise, from PM10 Racing. So Stormfly now back into the lead of this race. Half a tank of fuel on the medium tyres, and he is going for it with PM10. Going for that one-stop strategy. It's working for him at the moment. Kevin in 3rd, 3.3 seconds behind Kevin, 4 seconds behind behind PM10, and 4 seconds behind Stormfly, and he's on the hunt. Matt Psycho hasn't gained any ground, but I don't know if he's eked his fuel out, and if he's just giving this one let's have a look. He has got more fuel on board than Kevin. He did go 1 lap longer, and we'll see if that comes back to him. With Star Groot now up into 5th place with his early tactical change at the beginning of this race. Homesick Aliens closed up though, 7 tenths behind. His tyres are looking in the sweet spot. He's got half a tank of fuel left. He's doing a 2-stopper today. And Koi Carp 11 seconds behind the Alien, but 3.5 seconds ahead of Yellow Sausage, who's picked up a huge penalty somewhere around here. And Avalon, that will help him. But he needs to help himself as well and get some 29s on the board. He's got the mediums are cold, you see. The track's cold, and the mediums might be taking longer to come in and warm up. Maybe he should drift a few corners, get them livened up a bit, get those tyres alive. Does look like he's struggling with grip in the corners, doesn't it? It looks like he's put those mediums on. So you know who might have done the right thing here with starting on mediums. There was a few of them starting on mediums, wasn't there? Who's carrying we saw he had a penalty. But with Homesick Alien starting on those, he's really closed up to Star Groot now. I think it's time for an on-boarder. So sat alongside Homesick Alien in the Mercedes, and he's fighting with Star Groot. Star Groot got pushed into the kitty litter by his teammate at the very first lap. Pitted, put some mediums on, and has done a long stint. Found himself up into 5th. Homesick Alien had a coming together with Yellow Sausages. Went into the pits, put some softs on, and he's been trying to pummel one fast lap after another as he chases back down some sort of position. He was a minute off of the leaders. He's going for a move up the inside, courageous and well executed, it seems. He's done great so far, and he's up into 5th place. Star Groot, he's on vapors, very light car. Mediums don't even look like touched. He's very good with his tyres. Homesick Aliens tyres, I'd say they were worn, but not on GT7. They're just in the sweet spot, I imagine. So Homesick Alien then. 16 seconds adrift of Matt Psycho. Star Groot in 6th with Koi Carp 7th. He's just gone faster than he's gone so far in this race, faster than when he was on the softs. So the track's giving up a good amount of time there. There goes PM10. It's down to fuel. I think he would have liked to have gone longer on those tyres, but the fuel tank says he's got to come in, and this is his one stopper. Matt Psycho will be he's two stopping, so he's got another stop. So has Kevin. Kevin's picked up a penalty, and he's not gaining any ground on Stormfly. It looks like Stormfly has got Kevin covered off today. It's going to be a mistake that alters the front of this race. And Kevin pushing. You can see the back end, and he's come out on the mediums. He's straight into the 28s. So that's an awesome pace from Kevin. Matt Psycho also in the 28s, but he's on a set of softs. He hasn't used his mediums there. And Stormfly, he's gone for mediums. He's in the 28s as well. That Porsche is very handy. It looks like he's got a loose back end, but very handy. Matt Psycho, the top VRC lad, in third, followed by Homesick Alien in fourth. Star Groot, I've got to say, he's my star man so far today. What a drive after such an absolute awful start, and not through any fault of his own. And now he's altered his tactics, and he's pulled off a great strategy. I imagine he's only going to pit one more time, so he's done well to get the car going this far from pitting on the first lap, I must say. Superb stuff. PM10 then back out of the pits onto a set of racing softs, and he'll be going all the way to the end. He's 45 seconds behind the leader, and it's about 40 seconds a pit stop, is it not? Or at least 30 seconds, so I don't know. Star Groot then into the pits, barely any fuel left in his tank, and that gives PM10 that position as he chases down Homesick Alien. He's 16 seconds behind the Alien. Like I said, the Alien, he's going to be pitting in the next 10 minutes possibly, and that will give a position back to PM10. Yellow Sausages, he went to the medium tyre. He's not too far behind PM10 in 6th place. Avalon in 7th. He's got himself ahead of Coy. He was behind Coy, was he not? Oof, Coy's just done a 150. I don't know what happened to Coy, but he has absolutely lost a huge amount. I think he was ahead of Avalon in 7th, and then he has dropped down to 9th place. Jokus going ahead of him. Jokus, who was running 4th at the beginning of this race, nice and steady. We saw him make a mistake, and then he had to wait for the rest of the field to go through, and that put him right on the back foot. But he's had a good drive. He's got himself back up to 8th so far. Tyres looking good, the fuel's looking good, so it's a gallant drive from Jokus from his earlier issues. Koikarp in 9th. He's just got to dust himself off and get back on it again for the VRC boys. Ensign Ewart, who I thought was one stopping, but I think he's going to get another stop. I think he's going to do 2 short stints on his soft tyre. He's doing good lap times at the moment. Coy was doing 29s before his off, so Ensign Ewart in the 29s as well. He had a 33, so it's a bit shaky from Ensign as he chases down Coy. Joker's there in 8th. Great stuff. Star Groot is 4.5 seconds after his pit stop behind Ensign Ewart, but I don't think he's going to be pitting again. I'm gonna stick my neck out and say he's probably not going to pit again, possibly. So he's going to gain a good few positions ahead of him. Phil in 12th place, holding ground from Bazza, and we lost Noxie unfortunately when he went into the pits, and we saw that quite early in the game where the pit stops used to glitch out on GT7 in its early days. So that's a ghost from the past that seems to be coming back. Let's hope it's not going to happen to anyone else in the next round of pit stops. Baz has just pulled out his fastest lap of the race so far with a 28.9. Stormfly still holding that fastest lap with a 27.6. Let's have a look at Stormfly. There he is. He's pulled out a bit more time from Kevin. Homesick Alien has brought it into the pits, and that's music to PM10's ears. Or is it, though? Because PM10 on those racing softs going very long, he's going to have the Alien chasing him down. And the Homesick Alien, he's fallen behind Yellow Sausages, who's not pitted yet. He's going for a long stint on his medium tyres. I think that's what Homesick Alien was planning to do in the first. I think Homesick Alien, I'm going to stick my neck out and say Homesick Alien dropped it and Yellow Sausages went into him. But Yellow Sausages then trying to make something out of this race, whoever's fault it was, as is Homesick Alien. He's gone for a long stint in the middle there. Avalon in 6th. He was having a steady race. He's got Joker's right on his Jaxie though. Joker's going well at the moment. And Avalon, even though he's got fresh tyres, he's getting through that fuel. I thought he was going to try and one-stop this one, but he came in a little earlier than I expected. And yeah, it looks like he's struggling for pace since he's put those medium tyres on. He's doing 130s, where the other guys on the mediums are getting 29s on the reg, Joker's being one of them. And he's closing up to Avalon, but it doesn't look like, unless Avalon's turned the car down to try and eke the fuel out, I do not know. Quick up then, after his struggle, he's gone back to the 130s. He was in the 29s, but maybe he's driving a little steadier, not to push the car, but he is being caught by Ensign, who's on a very strong pace at the moment, and he's doing 2 short stints on the softs, so he'll be not wanting to be held up by Koi Carp when he catches him up, be wanting to get by him, as will this man, Homesick Alien. We assume he's going to try and go to the end on that. I don't know. I don't know if he'll need another pit. Maybe, possibly, he can get to the end. We will see. But he's got Star Groot, who he was just ahead before his pit stop. So these two are going to be going with each other. Stormfly in for his second stop now. Oh, there you go. It's a fuel-related stop, but I said around about 20 minutes from the end. That's what they've been doing with their stints, roughly 20s. Kevin pitted the lap after, but Kevin's done really well with his fuel. And he's just put a pit. I saw a VRC car behind him, but he's just put a lap on Barry Twins. So Kevin then in the lead, but he's got a good amount of fuel. He can eke that out a bit. He's got Matt Psycho as well, similar fuel. So his Stormfly's car a little thirstier than these guys. He's topped her right up. He's obviously going to try and take this one to the end, but if he's a little heavy with his right foot, his Stormfly, then that fuel, it should get there, shouldn't it? I don't want to cause alarm where there is no alarm to be caused. So Matt Psycho in second, chasing down Kevin for the Black Flag Racing guys. Matt Psycho for the Virtual Racers Club, but Stormfly is the man who will be leading this race after the pit stop shakeout. PM10 on that one stopper, look at him. But is it going to work for him? Because we saw Stormfly come in and put full fuel in, and the other guys who have pitted, Homesick Alien as well, put full fuel in. PM10 already down to 3/4 of a tank. Is that enough? He's 9 seconds ahead of Yellow Sausages, but Yellow Sausages will be coming into the pits in the next lap or so. With Jokus then under threat from Avalon. Avalon suddenly, no, it was Jokus behind Avalon, so Jokus has got the move done. He's got himself ahead of Avalon, although his tyres might be a bit poked now because he's dropped into the 130s where he was in the 29s, but that might be where he's racing. And Avalon having a look either side of the VRC driver. And this is some lovely racing. This is what Team versus Team is all about. Look at this. With great respect as well. On track, these guys are dicing it up. And it's beautiful to see. And Jokus then on a comeback on this race, as Avalon just doesn't find the pace with these medium tyres unless he's just got that engine turned right down. 32 for him that time around, and I'm not sure what's happened to Avalon's pace, but it seems to be since he's put those medium tyres on, he's just not had the grip that he enjoyed earlier in this race. Homesick Alien, he's 4.8 seconds behind Avalon. And Ensign Ewer, where's Star Groot gone? Star Groot, what happened to thee? He was just behind Homesick Alien. It's got to be something's gone wrong. Surely. Oh no, look at that bundle of cars. That must have been Homesick Alien's caught up. Ensign Ewer. And Koikarp's catching up. Ensign Ewer was catching up Koikarp, wasn't he? Yes, he was. So Koikarp slipping down into 10th place. And he's got Star Groot chasing him down. Star Groot, we want him to stay with Homesick Alien. That's a lot of orange and black between himself and Homesick Alien now. Where did Yellow Sausages come out then? He's there. Oh no, he hasn't pitted yet, sorry. Kevin's into the pits, the lap after Stormfly, like the first time around. Not quite the lap. Yeah, no, 2 laps after. 3 laps, sorry. It's a short lap, for heaven's sake. Yeah, it feels like Stormfly's only pitted. And Kevin's got a jump on him. Kevin's got him in the pits. Kevin has jumped Stormfly in the pits. He was 5 seconds behind him. How could Stormfly have lost so much time? I do not know. Or Kevin's gained a lot of time. Let us have a look. 28.8 for Kevin on his in lap, and a 28.4 for Stormfly on his in lap. So his in lap was faster. A 1:42.6. Kevin did have a lot more fuel on board, didn't he, than Stormfly? 56.6 standing time. And it was a 42.6 for Kevin. So here comes Matt Psycho, yet to pit. He's still got a bit of fuel on board, a 29.2, so it's good pace. He's still getting out of that AMG. And Kevin, wow, that is unbelievable. I thought Stormfly had this under wraps. I thought he had it done, dusted. It was all his for the taking. And this has taken me by surprise. And Kevin now, although Kevin, I don't know, like I said, I don't know how the stewarding's doing, but Star Group may have a shout about Kevin, using him as a brake, I'd say. And Matt Psycho, fuel's low, tyres are rough. He'll be pitting at the end of this lap. And where will he come out? I think he's going to be behind them too. He was about 7, what was he about? 7 seconds behind Kevin? I'm not sure. PM10, that's the threat from Matt Psycho. With PM10 only pitting the once in this race, he is looking very dangerous, and Matt Psycho might find himself behind PM10. Joker's having a solid race, but he's going to be pitting soon. He's being chased by Avalon, which I think now his pace is starting. Well, he's staying with Jokers. I think he's using Jokers to save a bit of fuel. Let's have a look at his. Yeah, he's short shifting. He's trying to get that car to go to the end, but he's being caught with Homesick Alien as well. So it's going to be a struggle for Avalon, because Homesick Alien I don't think needs to fuel save as much as Avalon, or if at all. So Avalon on those medium tyres, he's enjoying a tow from Jokers, who's going to be in the pits pretty soon. But Avalon then, he's going to have to deal with Homesick Alien, who's on a charge. Ensign Ewer, oh, he's picked up 1.5 seconds there, but his tyres are absolutely trounced. Then we've got Star Groot. Tyres looking good. Half a tank of fuel. It's tight to get to the end there, I think, but it's looking about half a tank with a bit of short shifting. Might get them to the end of the race. Definitely a bit of short shifting going there for Star Groot. Yellow Sausages, that's where he came out of the pits, 10th place, and he would have been hoping for better. He's gone half a tank as well, so they must be feeling confident they can get to the end on half a tank. Koikarp's pitted. See, the AMG boys have put a little bit more fuel in, so I'm wondering if the AMG is a little thirstier than the Porsche. Bazza, oh, he's gone full whack of fuel, he has, on his pit stop. He's taking no chances. He's driving a heavy car. And Phil in 13th. He's had good pace. It's I think I don't know what happened to Big Phil there. So Matt Psycho brings it in, and Kevin now getting purples, as he leaves Stormfly for dead. Unbelievable stuff from Kevin. What a turnaround. And Stormfly just eating in his wake. And this is the question, can Matt Psycho get out the pits before PM10 arrives? PM10's just coming to the final two corners. Matt Psycho, he's filling up with fuel as PM10 comes into the final corner. He's still filling up with fuel. PM10 on the start straight. Matt Psycho's still filling up with fuel. PM10, he's halfway up, and Matt Psycho's been released. He's coming up, though. He's got to be limited to the auto drive. PM10 breaking into the first corner. Matt Psycho keeps the position. Just PM10, though, is going to get a good drive out of that final corner, and a good attack on Matt Psycho up the start straight. And third place is not done and dusted, and it could be a black flag top three. If Matt Psycho is not careful, he's had to go for medium tyres. PM10 is on the soft tyre, the faster tyre. The fuel is the same, and it's a straight shootout to the flag, which is in 12 minutes just over. Kevin has absolutely turned this one upside down, somehow making that jump, saving the fuel in his middle stint, and making his second stop a lot shorter than what Stormfly had to do. And now he is absolutely reeling off those 27 and a half second laps, destroying the lap time, the fastest lap counter. Stormfly driving for second. Matt Psycho driving for his life, because PM10 Racing is on his case. Homesick Alien's got himself past Avalon, but he's got himself a 1 second penalty. And is that enough? Will it slow him down enough for Avalon? It's only 2 seconds. And Homesick Alien must have gone a little wide somewhere around, and Avalon will be looking for that scalp as they go over the penalty line. And Homesick Alien, he's back up to speed, but there you go. And Avalon then trying to close back up to the Alien, but he's got his teammate Star Groot coming through behind him. And the Yellow Sausages now at 8th, because Joker's had to pit. He's going for a sprint at the end there, but he's 9 seconds behind Yellow Sausages, so I don't think he can make much impact from there. With Ensign Newer in 10th, he's some 7 seconds behind Joker's, and I don't think he can make much of an impact in the last 11 minutes of this race. Koikar 11th. He's just getting lapped by one of the Black Flag Racing chaps. Bazza's down in 12th. He won't be happy with that. And the man's getting used to podiums of recent, and coming home in 12th. The Mercedes is not what his targets were coming into this race. And Phil coming home in 13th. Kevin then 4.7 seconds ahead of Stormfly. And it is over. Matt Psycho cannot shake off PM10. PM10 then going for another attack. PM10's on the faster tyre than Matt Psycho, and it could be a black flag top three. And this is exciting times. Homesick Alien and Avalon are still battling it out. Sorry. Bloody cameras. So yeah, but Avalon's got himself back ahead of Homesick. We saw Homesick pick up a penalty, and Avalon close to within a second. He's back ahead of the Alien. He's got defensive, and Homesick Alien's going to try and get a good drive through the first corner, but he's got a face full of Porsche, and he's going for it along the side of him. And Homesick Alien and Avalon are having themselves an absolute corker of a race, with Homesick Alien on the soft tyres, Avalon on the mediums. And Avalon absolutely doing an astounding job. But the problem for Avalon is he's costing himself time getting into this racing with Homesick Alien, and Star Groot is closing in from behind him with Avalon's last lap at 31.3, Homesick Alien at 32.6, and it's costing them a second or a second and a half a lap through their racing, and that is playing into Star Groot's hands. And he can see 5th place in this race. Yellow Sausages some 15 seconds behind him, but 8 seconds ahead of Jokers, who's picked himself up a penalty after getting his fastest lap of the race. And Kevin is now stopping him now. He's just getting one fastest lap after another. He's pressed the button and he's off. Stormfly, solid second, sliding it around. He's having fun now. And Matt Psycho. Oh, Matt Psycho's lost the position. I apologise. I didn't see it. So Matt Psycho. PM10 Racing. What a race with a one-stopper. Unbelievable stuff. And now Matt Psycho's got it all to do. He's on the medium tyre. And the medium tyre, I imagine when it's in a lap or two, it's going to come in and be just as fast as PM10's old softs. So Matt Psycho, I suppose, he's just going to try and stay on the back of that Porsche to hopefully be able to come back when the medium tyres are up to temp and ready to go. So Matt Psycho down to 4th, Homesick Alien in 5th. He's dropped Avalon now, and Avalon, he's still got a couple of seconds ahead of Star Groot, with Yellow Sausages in 8th place, looking quite solid there. Jokers in 9th, Ensenua in 10th, Koi Carp in 11th, and Barry Twins 12th. Phil is in 13th. He's picked himself up a second penalty there, a 1 second penalty. My God, that's getting annoying. I don't know why I did that, I pressed the wrong button. So Kevin, he's showboating now with Stormfly chasing him down. This is the battle on track, really. This one and Avalon Homesick. But Homesick's got into his stride. He's pulling away from Avalon. If anything, it's Yellow Star Groot that's going to be catching up Avalon. And Matt Psycho, he can't live with PM10. I think that the tyres are just too strong on that Porsche. And Matt Psycho, ooh, just within a touch of a podium. But it looks like 4th place is where it's going to be. Unless PM10's tyres. Well, his rear left is looking pretty rough, I've got to say. To say they've still got to go another 6 minutes, that's still another like 5 laps, 4 laps at best. So that's a lot of tyre wear for PM10 to have to live with. He did ask soft tyres going half a race. That's been a big ask. He's done really well with his fuel though. Stormfly, no chance of catching Kevin up. Kevin's just in another universe at the moment. So Kevin absolutely destroying it with Stormfly coming home in second. Oh, Stormfly, what can I say, bud? That win was so close. It was there. It would have been one apiece for you and Kevin, but at the moment, well, I don't know. We're not counting the first race. I think they're going to do it again at the end. We'll see. I don't know. I don't really know. I should know. I read something about it. I don't remember it. PM10 then. That podium is getting ever closer, but his tyres are getting ever more ruined. And Matt Psycho's tyres, fresh as a daisy, they'll be coming in soon. He's doing 28s. PM10's doing 28s as well, you see. But how deep can he take it? With that tyre, you're running a risk asking it to go through corners. You can see already the back end is looking uncomfortable on that Porsche. Less than 5 minutes to go in this race. PM10 under immense pressure. Matt Psycho starting to reel him back in. It went out to about 1.2, but Matt Psycho, I think his tyres coming in now. Car's nice and light. And it's same fuel for both guys. Homesick Alien, yeah, ever pulling away from Avalon. Now it's Star Group, but he's picked up half a second penalty. And again, on that Porsche, that rear left tyre does look rather nasty. But he's just gone faster than he's gone in the race with a 29.0. And Avalon doing a 29.6. So it definitely looks like Star Group's on the move. Matt Psycho not making any more inroads to PM10. Kevin absolutely destroying it in the 27s. It's crazy. He's nearly 9 seconds ahead of Stormfly. Stormfly bringing it on home for another podium, another taste of the champagne as he puts a lap on the VRC boy. of Koikap. And Koikap there goes very wide, but he's chasing no one. Enseñúa's 11 seconds ahead of him. Bazza's 27 seconds behind. Enseñúa will be the next on Kevin's list, as he's 7 seconds behind Jokus. Yellow Sausages, what's going on? Oh no, it's not Yellow Sausages. 12 seconds down the road from Star Groot. It's Star Groot that's chasing down Avalon, but those rear tyres are looking pretty mullered. The rear left, Avalon's tyres in a tidy state. Oh, he's got a little wiggle on coming out of the second corner, and that'll give Star Groot something to aim at as they come down to the final laps. And Avalon, that 6th place might not be too safe, as Star Groot also known as Kevin's Break comes on the attack. Homesick Alien in 5th, Matt Psycho 7/10. He's trying one last attack at PM10. PM10 dropped into the 29s. Those tyres are looking spent, and we've still got 2 minutes on the clock, and that to me means 2 more laps of a lot of pain for PM10, trying to keep that tyre in on the back there as Matt Psycho mounts a final attack with a set of tyres that are just coming into life. And Matt Psycho, the podium might still be on, and we'll see a bit of orange up there on the podium. But PM10 at the moment is the man in 3rd, and he is making it very difficult for Matt Psycho. And here we see Star Groot getting a move done on Avalon, and Avalon not defending at all. He's made it as easy as he can for Star Groot. And why hold up your teammate if you just don't have the pace? And he's in the 31s now, is Avalon. His fuel's flashing, so he'll be short shifting all the way. He was trying to one-stop this one. Star Group's fuel is also flashing. They'll all be looking forward to seeing that checkered flag. Homesick Alien, and they get across the line with 1 minute to go. Homesick Alien will get across the line. Star Group possibly will get across the line for this final lap. So Kevin leads by 10 seconds from Stormfly in 2nd. PM10 clinging on to that 3rd place. His tyres are absolutely spent. And what was his last lap? He got back into the 28s though, didn't he? So fair play to him, and he's going faster again this lap. So PM10, he's got some life in it yet. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. Matt Psycho hunting him down for that 3rd place. Homesick Alien gets across the line in the 5th, and he gets another lap as Star Group heads towards the line, and he gets another lap as well. So does Avalon, although Avalon's fuel is looking rough. Yellow Sausages comes around the final corner, and he goes again with Jokus chasing him down, but 7 seconds behind. Is a long way to go, and the checkered flag's out now, and Jokus is the first to finish in 9th. Has he? Did he get through? No, Jokus got through. So Enseñúa will be the first. Kevin's finished. Sorry, Kev. Oh, sorry, Kevin. And here comes Stormfly to take 2nd place. I'm so sorry, Kev. I thought you were longer to go round. And PM10 Racing keeps hold of it, though. So Matt Psycho trying one final hunt in the final corner. And no, PM10 gets 3rd place. Take a boo, my son. And Matt Psycho coming home in 4th. Homesick Alien brings it around. He's quite a way away. Some of the people have finished down here. Enseñúa comes home in 10th. Koikart brings it home in 11th. Barry Twins on that final start straight brings it home for 12th. Then I think it's Homesick Alien coming around the final one for 5th place. Not bad after he's coming together with Yellow Sausages. He gets 5th. Star Groot after he's coming together with Kevin. Not bad. 6th. Comes home, gets a good position there in 6th. Avalon 7th, got that one stop to work. Yellow Sausages brings it home for 8th place. And Jokus gets 9th. Oh, he's picked up a penalty right at the end there. But he's 11 seconds ahead of Ensign, or a lap ahead. And Ensign in 10th. Coy, 12th. Let me get back to Kevin. So, Kevin, what a win. 2 in a row. Fantastic stuff. Unbelievable pace at the end of that race. And the Greek god does it again. In the chat, Matt Psycho saying, ah! Matt Psycho also saying, great race. It was great fun. You and PM10 put us on a show at the end there. It was beautiful stuff. Kevin took the spoils from Stormfly. You got to feel bad for Stormfly. That looked like it was his race. But Kevin saving that fuel in the middle stint, taking a shorter pit stop. He got the move done in the pits, and there was nothing Stormfly could do with that. He couldn't defend that one. PM10, great drive for a one-stopper. In the end, no tyres on his wagon, but he got that third. And he gets to taste the champagne with Matt Psycho frustrated. So close, but yet so far. Coming home in fourth for the VRC boys. And Homesick Alien also bringing it home fifth for the Virtual Racers Club. Then we have more Black Flag racers with Stargrew, a great comeback drive from Stargrew. Probably my favourite comeback of this race. And there's been a lot of comebacks. Avalon there in 7th. A great one-stopper, but he could have, I don't know. I don't think there's much more he could have done with that one. Yellow Sausages, who knows where he would have finished. He was up there with the Alien. And he had to go to the medium tyres in that middle stint. And what with the problems with Homesick Alien. Ooh, do we get to see his ass? Yay! Jocham Machinery, Club Leaf for the Black Flag Racers. And what a nice behind that Kevin's got. Ha ha ha. He's been keeping fit. Look at him. Hench. He's all henchman. So, there you go. That was, I enjoyed it. And I think that's kind of round 1, but it's round 2. I think I'll just call Nürburgring round 1 again or something. So in the chat, Matt Psycho saying those bloody sausage curbs. Well, you're not meant to eat them. And Jan saying great race. And Matt Psycho saying well done. Oh my God, what's that? Some sort of code? HK, why have you used all their first ones? Kevin, Stormfly, and PM10. Mama Psych saying, another lap, Matt. Great racing, guys. Great again thingy. Oh, thanks. I thought I was a bit sort of chilled because I'm tired. Jan saying, sorry for mistake. I had good pace. You were brilliant. No worries, jokers. The races are races, man. It's just the way it goes. Noxy saying, well done, everyone. Mama Homesick saying, well done, VRC team. Great racing. And Quick Up saying, I was going okay until I started mowing the grass. Lol. Hey, man, coming up to that charity shield, the, oh, come on, the Sterling Moss shield. It was great seeing you all there. Ensign Newitt, Koi Carp, Barry Twins, Jocus, all in a row with each other. I was imagining what the charity shield, the Kate Moss shield is going to look like. All right then, yeah, obviously my canoodle is fried and we're done. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the Black Flag, guys. That was a great race. It was great fun. Fully enjoyed that one and can't wait for next Wednesday when we're into the sprints. We'll be doing sprints next Wednesday and it's their choice. Let me see if I can remember. Our choice was Laguna Seca. Their choice was, I can't remember. Oh, what was it? Give me a second. I'll only be 2 ticks. I'll find it. Their race is... Oh, theirs is Lago Maggiore, sorry. Theirs is Lago Maggiore. Ours is... Laguna Seca. Sorry. There you go. Got it right. And Jan saying, oh, well done, VRC. And Mama Homesick saying, time for a beer after that marathon thingy. Great comms as usual. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't even know what I was saying at some points. I think there might have been a lot of and a lot of half saying something and not finishing a sentence because, yeah, I wasn't quite firing. Oof. Right then. they're all leaving the lobby, so it's time to wrap this up. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Pat McGroin. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. Tomorrow we'll be live with the GTMC6 round 3, I think. Yeah, Thursday. So join us then, and we might have something Friday, but we'll leave that as a surprise because I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the sign up to see how good it's looking. Okie dokie, I was Pat McGroin. Thank you for joining us. Peace and love. Peace and love. One question. Would you like some toast? Gonna be this way.